Okay, so what we got going on right now is we got something extremely different. Okay, so as you can see, basically I am gonna go ahead and see which NBA 2K game that I picked has got to go. Okay, so out of these four, we have NBA 2K11, NBA 2K16, NBA 2K17, and NBA 2K19. So basically, these are the games that I picked, that I chose, that are somewhat valuable to be chose on this list, okay? Now what I'm saying is 2K19 is a lucky addition on here because 2K19 is not that much of a good game, but I will explain it later. But at the same time, it's valuable for now, for the moment being. So I decided why not put it on here so it will be a complete list, okay? But anyway, we're gonna go ahead and start off with NBA 2K11. NBA 2K11. So as of now, so far, we are starting off with a great game, okay? Now, as you guys can see, I understand why people like this game more than any other game throughout the entire series, right? It's because that, first of all, this game is playable. Everybody's been playing this game right from the jump. And not only because Michael Jordan's on the cover, but at the same time, it gives us a different vibe as an NBA 2K game, as a basketball game in general. I think that NBA 2K11 sets that trail towards the point where all these other basketball games at the time were trying to compete with NBA 2K, but they couldn't make the final cut. So therefore, NBA 2K11 is particularly that game. If you just look back at it, the game has full replayability. It has a replay value. It has a new mode that you guys have never seen before. The Jordan Challenge is a new thing. They literally introduced us to new elements. It's literally something extremely new. Like, come on, bro. How can you match 2K11 with all these other trash games we have now? Like, what? Like, imagine trying to compete with NBA 2K11. NBA Live couldn't compete with NBA 2K11. NBA Elite 11 or whatever, they can't compete either. They just can't not compete with the likeness of 2K11 as a game in general, okay? It's just, you can't do that, alright? And I finally realized why people love the game so much is because the game is just too playable, bro. It's just too playable. I played it before, and I thought it was a great game. It was straight. I had a great time playing the game. So it makes sense now. NBA 2K11 is definitely on this list because it's a replayable game, okay? If you want to go back to the 360 days, one of the few games you would think about at least is NBA 2K11. Right on top of the head. Come on now. Moving on, we got NBA 2K16. NBA 2K16 at this point of today's generation is obviously a favorite of many, okay? It's too much of a good game. NBA 2K16, at the time when it came out, the game literally not just changed the entire view of the 2K community, but at the same time, it literally changed, it just influenced everybody to be a part of the community. This is why people, as of now, started making YouTube videos is because of 2K16. I started making a few 2K16 videos. I even done 2K16 live streams in my time. If you look at it, like for example, I'm Davis. He blew up on 2K16. These many YouTubers nowadays, they just blow up. They pop out because of NBA 2K16 and its impact throughout the entire 2K community. It's like NBA 2K16 is completely replayable, right? Despite just being playable, it obviously does have a few flaws here and there. You know, a few mistakes. It has a few bugs and glitches and everything. Especially the infamous 7-foot point guard glitch. You know what I'm saying? The demigod glitch. But either way, all of that aside, I found NBA 2K16 as a huge experience for those of you out there. And if you guys grew up playing 2K16 as well, you guys might understand by now that 2K16 is a top tier game. No question, no debate about it. Hands down. I played it, it influenced me. I started YouTube because of that. I started playing 2K. That's the same time when I started taking 2K even serious, right? I started taking 2K a little bit serious. It's because of 2K16, bro. It's always because of that game and that game only. Like, bro, that's how much of a good game let's continue. Next up, we have NBA 2K17. And to be quite honest, I believe that this is possibly my favorite game out of the four, okay? I'm not saying that all the other games are trash. I'm not saying that. It's just that I found 2K17 more enjoyable in my opinion, to me. If you don't know already, I have tons and tons of history with this game, okay? I tried to discuss 2K17 at least, and its impact at least. But anyway, as you guys can see, NBA 2K17 did the same thing for NBA 2K11 and 2K16. Now, 17 also set the trend for every single person to be a part of the 2K community, right? And also influenced many people to be a part of the community, but to also start their YouTube channels as well, okay? Although the same time is like, bro, this game had so many problems when it comes to glitches, when it comes to bugs, when it comes to loading screens, when it comes to microtransactions, when it comes to error codes, when it comes to lagging servers. It's like 2K17 is known for their trash servers. Trash everything, period, right? But despite that, it's still a good game, okay? At first, when the game first came out, people thought the game was trash. People saw the game being garbage. People thought that 2K16 is way better than 17. But it wasn't until 2K18 dropped and people played that game trying to enjoy it, but it wouldn't work. So therefore, everybody, if not some people, went back to 17 and enjoy the likeness of 17. 17 was just that good of a game, bro. Like, you cannot tell me it's a bad game, okay? It may be rough around the edges sometimes here and there. It's still a good game either way. It's a hidden diamond gem, I'm telling you guys, okay? I even started streaming 2K17 a little bit more. I started uploading lots and lots of videos. I'm just 2K17 made, okay? I'm a 17 made person. But I don't want to exclaim it like that, okay? But I did say that. Yes, I said that. 2K17 is indeed in this list because of its major impact, okay? It's not as big as 2K16 or 2K11, but it's right there. It's a little bit close. It's just this close. It's close. It's right there. It's this close. The last, but certainly not least, we got NBA 2K19, okay? So, to be fair, I think 2K19 is the more eligible on this list. Even though the game is not too great, it's not that much of a great game, I still find it a little bit playable, but it's not that much of a perfect game, unlike the other three, okay? It's just that 2K19 is sometimes good. It is a bit rough around the edges, like I said. They did manage to pull it off by going ahead and trying to update the game as many times as possible. It's like 2K19 is good, but it's not as better than the other games we have on this list, okay? But yeah, 2K19 is sometimes playable. It really depends on how you play it, okay? It depends on your view, our view as a whole. It's just that 2K19 is good, but at the same time, it's not as enjoyable as you may think, okay? 2K19, when it came out, it had certain amount of problems, okay? I'm talking about lagging, error codes, glitches, kicking out to the blue screen, like dashboarding out, like, dude. But they did have new animations. They did put out new elements. The My Career story is a lot different, but it's sometimes cringy. I don't know, okay? 2K19 is just, to me, it's completely all over the place. But it's just more mid than you think, okay? Now, if it wasn't for any other game in the series that I would have put on this list, this has to be the more eligible on this list out of the four, okay? It's at least a good game for now. And at least it's an improvement, okay? It's a true improvement over the predecessor, even though I just don't find it great. I just don't find it perfect at all, okay? Because if 2K22 is trash from day one, guys, I'm out. Yo, I'm out, guys. I'm out. I'm out. Alright, guys, so that would do it for today's video. Be sure to go ahead and smash that like button. Or, wait. Be sure to go ahead and smash that like button down here. Smash the like button. Subscribe to the channel once again if you're new. Also, don't forget to go ahead and, of course, let me go ahead and lay down real quick. Don't forget to go ahead and follow my social media up here. Follow my Twitter, Instagram, all of that stuff. And I will see you in the next video, okay? I'm out. done. I'm done. Yeah, and one more thing. Guys, let me know down below in the comment section which of these 2K out of these four has to go. I forget to ask you guys that question.